Hey, hey, hey. Hey, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Christy, you did. You made it. And you're making a great live because we got fantastic news today. In the Maddi Kingsbury case. As you guys know, it is a case very close to my heart. I just actually covered it as my last live. What was it? Friday? Thursday? Someday last week. And then we get the bombshell drop today that there was a grand jury indictment, and Adam has two additional charges, and the two additional charges are that of first-degree murder. Whoop whoop. um, this was something I was hoping and praying for. In the state of Minnesota, you can only get first degree through a grand jury indictment. Without the grand jury indictment, you can't. So with the first degree charge, there is a life imprisonment sentence. So we're finally on our way to getting justice for Maddi. For Maddi, for her loved ones, for her kids, for her family, for her friends. And like I said, most importantly, for Maddi. It's not a long indictment. But I will bring it up and show it to you guys and such. And yeah, it's mostly just, yeah, right, Heather? Tell me about it. Hey, Mo. Hey, Pointer Lover. Hey, Inspector Gadget. Hey, Tony. Hey, Crime Sleuthin. I know. It's been an emotional day. Oh, but don't you worry, because we do officially get a statement from the Fravel family on Facebook. Hey, PG. So I will be bringing up the screenshots of Mr. Richard Fravel, Adam's father, commenting on the Winona Police Department's Facebook post regarding the indictment. And I have to try to stay nice to a certain extent. But dumbass. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. But yes, so let me grab the first one. I have to be a little bit careful because none of this is obviously redacted. So there's both a warrant that was put out, and then there's also Crime Sleuthin. So my last video that I did, my last live, I went all the way back to the beginning of Maddi's case and went over it from the beginning to where we are now. So that'll help. But this is a case that I am very, very close with someone involved in the case that is best friends with Maddi. And I've met her mom and a few of her other family members, and they're the sweetest family you could ever meet. And she has a lot of people fighting for justice in her case. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down a little so that way I'm not showing you guys, of course, this part. Dexter, if you guys can hear, Dexter has every single one of his toys sitting here next to me and is like driving me nuts. Hi, Thistle. All right. So the first thing I'm going to bring up is the warrant. I did scroll up because it does have personal information such as like his driver's license number, his phone number, stuff like that. But this was the first thing to come out, which is a warrant. Technically, this would be like what the warrant would be if he was out and about, but he is not. He's still in jail. So we don't have to worry about that, but they still have to issue the warrant so they can continue holding him. So this goes over now all of his charges, which another question that we had when like all of this was going on, as if they were to ever do a grand jury. This was one of the very first questions I had. Keep the would they keep the second degree charges as well as the first degree? Because we know that there are the Casey Anthony effect of trying to go for the big one, but then not having enough to fall back on if something were to go wrong, and so on. So I'm very much glad that they did keep them. Oh, Pointer Lover, thank you so much. I'm going to end up actually forwarding that straight to the GoFundMe for her kids. So thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you know. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So if you guys see here, the first, I don't know why these are out of order necessarily, but the first charge is they're all dated 3/31/2023. And they're all felonies, but the first one, the offense is murder in the first degree while committing domestic abuse with past pattern of domestic abuse. Now, I will be also putting the other one. Tia, I just sent you a picture, by the way. We will be reading a little bit more into the offenses on the actual indictment. And I don't know if I can share these, but I can share an article that shares these like embedded into it. So yeah. The second charge is also a felony, murder in the first degree, premeditated. Hey, Shay. Hey. Which is also good. It's gonna allow for that life imprisonment. And then the original two charges of murder in the second degree are still on there as the third and fourth charges. And they are murder in the second degree, intentional, and murder in the second degree, unintentional. Okay. Sounds good, Shay. Thanks for popping in. So then we have it as this indictment filed with the court establishes probable cause that the defendant committed the above. So, as we know, it was a grand jury indictment that got these two first degree murder charges put on Adam in Maddi's case. All right. Now we are going to get to the indictment. Make sure I'm sharing everything correctly. Okay, I am. Sweet. All right. So this is the state of Minnesota, County of Winona, District Court. We have all of these charged here. It goes by the statutes and such. This is official as of October 2nd, 2023, filed in the District Court, State of Minnesota. Felony, this is the State of Minnesota versus Adam Taylor Fravel. And here it says defendant, indictment. The above named defendant are hereby accused and charged by the grand jury of the above named county in the state of Minnesota by this indictment of the offenses of Heather, I think she was saying Shay possibly, but I'm not sure. My phone always autocorrects Shay to chat as well. But all right, we have count 1. Murder in the first degree, past pattern of domestic abuse. It has the Minnesota statute on there, as well as the maximum sentence of life imprisonment. Offense date is on or about 3/31/2023. I know. Right, Mo? Tell me about it. Do you really, Shay? Mine just autocorrects to chat. But I know it's going to autocorrect to chat, so. Inspector Gadget said, I thought you were saying hi to chat, and especially you, Heather. Oh, man. Oh, Aaron. All right. Charge description. On or about March 31st, 2023, in Winona County, Minnesota, Adam Taylor Fravel caused the death of a human being, Madeline Jane Kingsbury, while committing domestic abuse, while he has engaged in a past pattern of domestic abuse upon Madeline Jane Kingsbury or upon another family or household member, and the death occurred under circumstances manifesting an extreme indifference to human life. So we knew, hey, headphones. We knew that there were a handful of people who had said that they had seen different things. Hey, Allie. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. You did a great live too. It's been a long time since I've been able to catch a ton of people's lives, and today I've just been doing stuff around the house trying to get everything ready for this live, and oh my gosh. Really, Dexter? And so I have had the ability to kind of listen to everything. So it was great. Thank you. All right. So with Maddie's case, they did also say in the probable cause affidavit and such that there were a handful of people who did state that there was a history of DV in their relationship. So we also found out about the time when one of Maddie's friends was in the hospital and Maddie had gone to visit her because she was at Mayo. And when Maddie showed up there, I don't remember exactly how the conversation went on, but it was something along the lines of, if something happens to me, Adam, it, and so on. So there is a history of it, and I'm glad that they're able to get a second first-degree charge in addition to just premeditation, like ensuring that that is being charged as well. So count 2 is murder in the first degree, premeditation, which I'm pretty sure I'm maybe we can look up together here in a second the premeditation, or like what the difference is, because isn't first degree usually premeditation? I'm pretty sure. But we do have another maximum sentence of life imprisonment with the offense date as 3/31/2023. Charge description: on or about March 31st, 2023, in Winona County, Minnesota, Adam Taylor Fravel caused the death of a human being with premeditation and with intent to effect the death of Madeline Jane Kingsbury or another. We then have count 3, which is, hey, Melissa Jade, welcome in. We then have murder in the second degree, intentional, without premeditation, which I don't know exactly, because when they charge both of those, which if any of you guys do have any knowledge in that field, do you know how they have the ability to like charge with the one up here, so the count 2 murder in the first degree, premeditation, but then also charge with intentional without premeditation? Because don't those just contradict each other? Or like, wouldn't that hurt in the long run? If you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, hang on, let me mute myself so I don't hurt your ear. Sorry, Dexter's barking because of course he is. Yeah. It's Heather Bratt, you should have seen actually some of the comments of the people in on the Winona Police Department's indictment announcement on Facebook. Oh my gosh. They had me rolling, some of them. All right. So back to this. So does anyone know like I said, the difference, like how they have the ability to charge both. Hey, Princess Megan Elsa. Hey, Corey. Like how they can have literally in this one page here that we're seeing at one time. One says premeditation, one says without premeditation, but he's charged with both. Like, is that something that's not going to matter because they charge him with one or the other? Or is it just they're keeping the second degree, both of them, just in case? I'm just curious how that would work. But the count three is murder in the second degree, intentional, but without premeditation. Maximum sentence of 40 years imprisonment with the offense date on or about 3/31/2023. Offense description is on or about March 31st, 2023 in Winona County, Minnesota. Adam Taylor Fravel caused the death of a human being, Madeline Jane Kingsbury, with intent to effect the death of that person or another, but without premeditation. Covering all their bases. That's what I'm hoping. But it's just, wouldn't that confuse people? Like, I'd be confused if I was like, okay. So then they'd obviously not get 4 guilty ones if there's no way to get all 4 guilty then. Is that correct? Like, based on what you guys think? It's just 40 years for the third and fourth charge, Princess Megan Elsa. The first and second charges have life imprisonments. So I don't know. That's confusing to me. I'm probably gonna have to pick everyone's brains later after the live to see what everyone thinks. So then count 4 is murder in the second degree, unintentional while committing a felony. It is very much confusing because first degree includes premeditation and second was without. Right. Do I? Yeah. I'm sure you told me, but if it was after, if it was too late at night. And then this one says similar. So this charge is also gets the 40 years imprisonment on or about 3/31/2023. The offense description on or about March 31st, 2023 in Winona County, Minnesota. Adam Taylor Fravel caused the death of a human being, Madeline Jane Kingsbury, without intent to effect the death of any person while committing or attempting to commit a felony offense other than criminal sexual conduct in the first or second degree with force or a drive-by shooting. Second would be more conservative approach if they fear that first degree may not hold up. Right, but there's no way because one is premeditated and one's not that they could potentially get all 4. Is what I'm saying. Like, expect that they're not going to get all 4, but hope that they get um the first degree. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to like not get all 4. Okay. All right. Yes, I did know that, Tia. Charge him with everything. The jury has to decide which ones he's guilty of. He could be guilty of all or several. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. It then goes on to say committed on the 31st day of March 2023 at Winona County, Minnesota. And then it goes into list the witnesses examined before the grand jury, which I'm not. It is out there. You guys can go find it. And like I said, I am going to link an article that has this in it. I am going to link that in the description below. But I'm not going to read through the witnesses. Just my personal opinion. I'm not going to. But lesser included. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Small. Minnesota, you have to have a grand jury indictment for first degree. It should hold up, or he wouldn't have been indicted in the first place, right? Yeah, I think Heather, my only thing is I know that there has been a lot of talk regarding like grand juries in general, which I think this type of grand jury is different because it's a grand jury for a charge versus like with Brian Koberger's case. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a charge. It's a grand jury indictment. And I believe I also read that I think it was on, let me see if I have the article still. Yes, here it is here. Share this tab instead. All right. Oh, look at this nice big 5-head. Sorry. This just goes over it again. 2 counts were filed in court Monday. Going over the charges again. But then it also says the next court date for Fravel is Tuesday, October 3rd at 10:30 a.m. So I'm not exactly sure what the hearing is. Well, actually, why don't we just go look together, shall we? Hang on. If it's gonna let me. All right. All right. Can you guys see that? Making sure. All right. So we have all of his charges on here now. Technically, it's still an active warrant, which is terrifying to see, but he is already in jail for the first 2, so okay. Charges. So these were interesting too. This was not this was must have been on here, but I don't know if it was the last time. These were his conditions. So if you guys remember, he had either $2 million bond with no conditions or 1 million with conditions, and then they've also listed the conditions. So if he were to post $1 million bail or bond, the conditions that he would have to follow would be remain law abiding, make and maintain contact with his attorney, keep court/attorney informed of current address, make all future court appearances, obey fail to appear warning, no use or possession of firearms or dangerous weapons, no alcohol/controlled substance use, random testing for alcohol and controlled substance use, do not leave Minnesota without written court approval, sign waiver of extradition, no contact with alleged victims, child visitation by family court order only, which I believe, I'm not sure if they're still trying to figure it out. I'm pretty sure he can't see the kids. I think that was figured out by them that he had that taken away, but I can't say for sure. And then contact with probation. So here we go. Let's see. So these are all just 10-10. It doesn't tell me exactly what. Here we go. Upcoming hearings. His first appearance is 10-3. So what happens in a first appearance? Does anyone know? Anyone happen to know that? I'd have to look it up. And then his omnibus hearing is still October 13th. All right, let me see. I'm looking. Can you guys still hear me? My chat just paused, so I want to make sure you guys are still able to hear me. Okay. Just making sure. All right. Cool. Okay. So it says here first appearance. So all right. So it says here the purpose of a first appearance is to explain to a person his or her constitutional rights ensure that they have received a copy of the complaint and they understand the charges against them, determine what they're going to do about an attorney, and determine conditions of release. So, hey, Nora's grandma. Um, hey, grateful middle-aged cat mama. It's good to see you. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Linda, do you think they're gonna move it? Because I was kind of reading through some of the Facebook groups and such that um they were all curious on whether or not they would potentially move it and so on and so forth. Um, hashtag sty. Am I right, Tia? I'm curious if they'll move it to Hennepin County and have it up in the cities. You're okay. Yeah, move the trial. um and actually, grateful middle-aged cat mama, you're right. That was actually one of the first things I said is it is officially October 2nd, and it is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we're getting our indictment on the first degree murder for Maddie's case during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I can tell you guys, I'm feeling the justice coming for Maddie. So, yes, absolutely. Um, give or take, Linda, they're closer to the cities, I think, than they think. Um, plus, I think the courts and stuff would then get hotels for the family, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Tia, I'm gonna need proof that you got new nails. Otherwise, I think it might just be you. All right. So then we have, let's see. Trying to see. I'm just looking stuff up as we're chatting. I have to see if we already know that. Okay, so the omnibus hearing is where he would potentially put in his um guilty or not guilty. Right, Linda? It'd be closer for me so I could go to trial. But all right. So, other than that, like there's not a ton of information. I will bring up now though, who was it? I think Kate from Kate Does Crime sent this to me first, and then I had to like go on the Facebook and see it myself. Um, so if you guys aren't following Kate Does Crime, she kicks ass. So please follow her. But let me grab what she sent me. Hey, LFT. And I was just like, you have got to be shitting me. Okay, save that one. Open it. And I will show you guys what it's on as well. No, Tia, Kate found him. I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to her voice message yet, but she found him. He's safe. Irwin is officially safe. So, yeah, I don't know. They're both still on there though, Tia, so I'm not sure. All right, let me go to the. If you guys hear Dexter, he's rolling around on the ground. He walked back upstairs after I yelled at him. All right. So the Winona Police Department put out. Oh, stop, Dexter. Let me see. All right. Oh my gosh, hang on. I'll bring you up here in a second. Right, I'm going to close this one. I know, right? So it was canceled, and then they made a new one stating that it was a reschedule. But now with these new charges, I don't know if they knew something was coming down the pike or what. I don't know. Um, I'm not exactly sure. So I knew what you meant. Let's see. All right, let me bring this one up. So the Winona, this was put on the Winona Police Department page. It is the press release. All right. It says Office of the Winona County Attorney. Press release October 2nd, 2023 for immediate release. Winona County Grand Jury returns indictment in homicide case. Winona, Minnesota. Winona County Attorney. Shoot. How do I say her name again? It's Corinne, I think. Because I said Karen before and I was roasted. Corinne Sonneman. Nope. Terrible at that. But yeah. Announced today that the grand jury returned an indictment for murder in the first degree with a past pattern of domestic abuse, and murder in the first degree premeditation, murder in the second degree intentional without premeditation, and murder in the second degree unintentional while committing a felony against Adam Taylor Fravel, 29, and the death of Madeline Jane Kingsbury on or about March 31st, 2023. Who's Heratia? Okay. If convicted of murder in the first degree, Mr. Fravel faces a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. Mr. Fravel was in custody prior to the grand jury indictment, having previously been charged by the Winona County Attorney's Office with murder in the second degree, intentional murder. Mr. Fravel's next court appearance is scheduled for 10:30 a.m. on October 3rd, 2023, before the Honorable Nancy L. Beitendorp in courtroom 1 of the Winona County Courthouse. The grand jury indictment filed in this case is not evidence of a crime. Mr. Fravel is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The Winona County Attorney's Office kindly requests the public's cooperation in respecting the privacy of Madeline Kingsbury's children, parents, and siblings as this case proceeds through the court system. It then says the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, or the BCA, is assisting the Winona County Attorney's Office in this matter. Members of the media with questions are asked to contact the BCA Public Information Officer Bonnie Bowman at 651-793-1128 or email at bonnie.bowman@state.minnesota.us. I hope they keep it down there. It's personal to them. Would the DA in Minneapolis take over? Oh, I hope not. I sure to gosh hope not. But, so this was, you guys can now see this, okay? This is all that was posted. It was this in a screenshot. That's it. Nothing written above it, nothing written below it, just this. And then we get the joy of Adam Fravel's father commenting in it, Richard Fravel, and he stated this is in the comments of the Winona Police Department's post that only showed this. He says, "And what about respecting the Fravel's family during this? ? Why is it okay to continue to harass us?" Okay. The audacity, number one. Number two, you're ridiculous. Number three, this isn't about you. You need to have Facebook taken away. And you're an idiot. My personal opinion, of course. But excuse me? When Kate Does Crime sent this to me, I was like, this has got to be not real. Like, You've got to be shitting me. All they did was announce the indictment of the grand jury. And he says that it's considered harassment. So, hey, Roberta, welcome in. Yeah, exactly, Heather. It's just like, dude, read the room. Like I said, though, if you guys are wanting a laugh, the comments on this had me rolling. Not just under his, but just in general. Well, mostly under his. Yeah, they do, Inspector Gadget. Yeah, they do. Someone responded and said, maybe because you guys continually acted like jerks during the search and made it about you. And look, you still are. Exactly. Linda, I gotta watch my mouth. I know too many people that I have to be somewhat aware of what I'm saying. So, but someone then said, what actually have you done to earn respect? Your son took Maddie's life. Why don't you just sit down and quit speaking? Once again, allegedly innocent until proven guilty. But if you guys remember too, this is not the first time Adam's family has gone off on Facebook. I'd have to go back and find them, but there are a ton of screenshots of his family before Maddie was even found going and just shit talking in these Facebook groups and just having no consideration whatsoever that Maddie is gone. You know what I mean? And it's just, ugh, I don't know. And then it says, how is this announcement harassment? Another person put, man, GTFO, get the F out, go throw your pity party somewhere else. I'm not going to lie. I may have hearted that comment. And I also have laughed at a handful underneath. There's have been a lot that have been added to this. But I'll check and see quick while we're here if there's been anything additional added. Let's see. Someone probably deleted it. Let's see. Oh, nope, it's still here. Okay, let's read it. It says, oh. It only shows me one. Why? How do I do? Okay, hang on. All comments. There we go. Hang on, guys. I'm figuring it out. I can't. Hang on. If I can. Oh, there we go. I'll share this with you guys. Well, hang on. I don't want to share too much though, because I don't want people who are just in the Facebook groups to have their names put out there. I'm not having technical difficulties. I'm having an inner battle on what I should and shouldn't share. Should share. But I'll read some of this to you. Okay, so, and who, oh, ooh, he's even responding. Oh, shit, okay. All right, okay. Now I am going to show you guys because he's starting to try and respond. Katie, if you're listening, can go look at it again. All right, let me pull this up for you guys so you guys can read his responses. Ridiculous. So let me make sure that you could. What are you doing, Dexter? Sit down. All right. So this is on. Well, just let him keep running his damn mouth. He'll be good. Yeah, exactly, Linda. Keep talking, Richard. Keep trying to. Please talk. All right. So it says here, this was one of the responses to his post. So, and what about respecting the Fravel families during this? Why is it okay to continue to harass us? Maybe because you guys continually acted like jerks during her search and made it about you. And look at that, you still are. Richard, 2 minutes ago, responded and said, and who acted like jerks? It's having a pistol pulled on me during our local town steam engine celebration okay to the public's view? And why do you suppose the investigators did not want us on the search? Ooh. How is this harassment? You, he wrote back and said, you need an English course. Did you read? Probably because of how much you've talked about it not being true and how much you weren't willing to cooperate with Ellie. Oh, man. Is he writing back on any more of these? It looks like he's just starting to respond to all of these because that one response was 2 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Oh, shit. All right, let's keep reading. Oh, people are going at him. But yeah, so there's that. So the Facebook groups have been going on. Well, no one said that he was intelligent, Inspector Gadget. No one said that, trust me. Never heard that associated with his name, so. But yeah, guys, that's the gist of it. It is a very good day in the Maddi Kingsbury case with the grand jury indictment. There are now. Heather, that is what I call him behind the scenes. Just to let you know. But I'm, like I said, I'm on a public forum. I'm trying to be, professional. But now we have 4 counts on Adam Fravel, 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 premeditated, 1 with during domestic abuse with a past of domestic abuse, and then the original 2 of the second degree unintentional and second degree intentional. So does anyone have any questions before I'd head out? I just wanted to make sure that I could read the indictment for you guys the day it came out. There's not a ton more information as of yet. Obviously, I will hopefully update you guys during the thing tomorrow. Hey, Red Eye. It's good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Cool Gamer. But yes, please continue to use the hashtags Justice for Maddi. And remember, guys, Maddi is just with an I. There is no E at the end. And hashtags Justice for Maddi, hashtag Stay Loud. And yeah, so thank you guys again for being here. Yeah, right? Absolutely, Angie. Yes, Justice for Maddi. So, Justice for Maddi, Stay Loud, Justice for Madeline Kingsbury. So, I'm going to head out. I will probably be back sometime this week. I can't make any promises, but I will keep you guys updated with court tomorrow. And I will see you guys soon. I have my little Maddi outro, and then, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Stay kind. Bye.